Thank you. And Tristan, here we'll take the scissors. Thank you. On behalf of the Greater Pensacola Chamber of Commerce, our 1,100 members and our board of directors, welcome to the chamber. We are so proud to have you as members. We just had a great tour inside. It's a beautiful facility, and sounds like just great services that you provide. And so, welcome to the chamber. Let us know how we can serve you, support you. We're here to support small businesses like yours, and just happy to see you part of the continuing growth here in downtown Pensacola.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, I got you.
Sure. Okay. Before I get started, I just want to thank a few people. Well, it's hard to think. I'm going to forget some people, but I want to thank community partners. Thank you for the chamber for helping out and setting up this thing for me because I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you for community partners in healthcare. So First City Drug Pharmacy, we have some representation from Ascension Pediatrics as well. And of course to Mitchell Whitehead, who was my former partner, who is now basically my landlord, and we share the space, who's not here right now. I want to thank my accountant, Jordan. I want to thank Representative Salzman for helping get the word out. I appreciate that. And for supporting small business. I want to thank, I'm not going to cry, my parents, who are small business owners whose real first child was probably their business, and I was their second. But I want to thank them because I remember when I was in the 3rd grade, I came home crying because a boy on the playground told me that I couldn't be what I wanted to be when I grew up. That was President of the United States of America. And I know that I'm not president yet, but I know that I can do anything because you kind of instilled that in me, so I appreciate that, and I love you. To my husband, who is holding a child somewhere, probably, thank you for your support and for being a sounding board and a motivational speaker for me, and for being an equal partner in raising our children and our family. And to my kids, to Brooksy and to Aphit, I did this for you because I love you. And I want to help other families too and help feed the babies, like she says. To give you a quick rundown of what we do as a business, just a little short, this is what we do. At Ladder to the Stars Wellness, we provide accessible, compassionate primary care to Northwest Florida families. Patients can be seen under a membership model for unlimited visits for a monthly fee, like a gym or a Netflix membership. Or if they prefer, they can pay per visit. Either way, we take out the middleman that is insurance. It's you and your doctor, that's it. There's no holding for 20 minutes with a call center to get an appointment. There's no 8-week wait to be seen for a cough. There is no being rushed out the door after a 5-minute appointment, and there are no hidden fees. Just relationship, a home base, and a soft place to land. Under the umbrella of primary care, we focus on wellness and prevention along with sick visits. We communicate closely and take good care of our patients with offering in-office and telehealth visits, as well as fair cash price labs, imaging, and select in-office procedures. And we also teach classes and provide resources to families from preconception counseling to postpartum mental health to breastfeeding. See us today and prioritize yourself so you can show up the best for your people. Thank you.
Awesome. Here you go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Are we ready to go inside?
I think so.
All right. Well, let's go check it out.
And should you want your ribbon there?
Thank you.
All right, Tristan, we're going to go ahead and do a quick interview. Okay, Tristan. First off, thank you and welcome to the Pensacola Chamber. I just want to give a shout out to our ribbon cutting sponsor, which is Fairfield Inn and Suites up on Pine Forest. It's actually called Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott Pensacola West. I-10 is the official name, but it's on Pine Forest Road. So Tristan, you answered almost all of the questions that I have for you already. But tell us about yourself and why you started Ladder to the Stars Wellness. What fuels your everyday, come to work, come to my business kind of thing to assist the families and the individuals that you do?
Sure. So basically to start, I'm a busy professional mom and I worked a corporate job for a while. I figured out very quickly that my values did not align with corporate and that essentially I spent we'll say, too much time with my patients, according to some people. And I don't want to be relegated to, you need to get in and out in 5 minutes, and I don't want anyone knocking on my door saying, okay, we got to go see the next person. I would want that time. And I think that's more fueled because this past year I had my own medical issues and I had to navigate the system myself. And it is difficult, even for me, who knows how to navigate the system. And so I would rather take away the extra and the superfluous and get down to what it used to be. My generation really hasn't had a primary care doctor. Maybe they had a pediatrician, but now they've kind of bounced around to urgent care, or this person's here and this person retired and this person left. And I want to be that person. And I'm not going anywhere because I was born and raised here and drug my husband back. And so we're not going anywhere. And so I'm ready to build something and really help this community.
All right, so by the name, I can tell that it's about wealth or health and wellness, and but let's go a little bit deeper into the exact types of products and services that you offer. So, starting from the beginning, what would you say would be the first thing that people would go to you for, and then what are some of the auxiliary things that you offer that maybe someone wouldn't think about?
Sure. So as a primary care family physician, essentially primary care is a catch-all, right? And so if you don't have a primary care doctor and you need one, then I can certainly be that person for you, anyone 18 to 64, and I will see younger girls 12 and up. Essentially, that PCP is that, home base for you, whether that's needing referrals, if you really need it. If not, I like to try to treat it myself, but we'll see what you need. I know what I don't know. But basically, people pay a monthly subscription fee, like a gym or Netflix membership, and they're paying for unlimited access. And that's for in-office visits, that's for telehealth as well. As a busy professional mom, I much prefer, if I can, to do telehealth with you or a quick phone call than have to go back to a doctor's office, pay another copay just for you to tell me my labs are fine. And so I can do all of that for you. I can be the person who does your preventive visits, your well exams, and your sick visits. If you're not ready for that, if you feel like you have a PCP, if you feel like that's not necessarily for you, but you're a busy person with things going on, and maybe you have a UTI, you think, or you have a cough, I can see you same day or next day business day availability, and so you can pay per visit that way. If I have a concern, then I can charge per follow-up visit, and what you find is a lot of times if that's the case, then you end up, the membership is actually better for you. But I'm happy to see either way. Ancillary service I provide, and as far as I know, knowledgeably, the only person in this area with a certification in perinatal mental health through Postpartum Support International. Now, can family doctors and psychiatrists treat postpartum mental health? Of course they can. Of course they can. I just added additional training so that it could help me just really feel empowered and educated, because unfortunately in this town, the wait to see a psychiatrist is months, sometimes up to 9 months. And if postpartum depression peaks at 3 to 6 months and you have to wait 9 more to see someone, what are we doing? I understand that because that also fuels my passion, because I also had some issues after my first child was born. It was COVID, there was a lot going on, it was very isolating, and I understand more than anybody what it's like to feel by yourself. Yeah. And so I think most women really relate to that. I also feel like as an ancillary service, women kind of feel, there are people who feel like, I don't really have a relationship with my PCP, so I don't want to tell them everything. I don't want to go into all these things. And I'm happy to be that person too, as an ancillary. If you just want a consult, just, hey, can you just talk to me and see if we need to do anything? Can you just reassure me if not? I'm happy to be that person too. So yeah, you can get basically membership, primary care, full primary care scope, or you can do pay per visit.
So, one of the things that I've learned that really sets you apart is the accessibility. I know sometimes, especially now with there being a limit of healthcare providers that are available, sometimes it takes many months to be able to be seen, and sometimes you do only have a question and then there's this big wall. Yep. You have all these different channels just to get through to your primary care physician, and it's just like, I just want to maybe get a quick message, maybe a yes or no is all I need, but I can't wait 6 weeks to get that yes or no, to find out maybe if I can go get another procedure done, or as I'm seeing multiple specialists or something for a particular problem. So I can definitely see how that could be appealing to so many people to be able to have that accessibility. And then the relationship, there's very few things that are as intimate and personal as your health, and a lot of times you have to build a relationship with someone to trust them. So I think that's fantastic. So now, I know that there are very few barriers as well if someone wants to see you. You were talking about earlier when you were addressing everyone about how you can bypass the insurance and just go straight to you, and then that you have different opportunities and options like that. So what does that look like for someone who wants to be a new patient of yours? What's that process look like? Is it best for them to visit you on virtually on the website or come up to your location? How does that go?
Sure. I'm happy to speak to anyone. I have on my website, the easiest way, honestly, is to email, and I can call and we can do a quick phone consult if you like, or you can come see the facility. I just can't take walk-ins right now, so I do like it by appointment, so just let me know and we can find a time that works for you. And I did want to touch on the fact that you were mentioning, I don't want to have to wait to send a message through a portal that's yes or no. I will say this, actually, a minute ago, my phone just texted from one of my current patients. I've been open for about a month, and they just had a quick question, and basically my EMR uses a third-party cell phone service. So basically, when you send a note through the portal, it becomes part of the medical record, and then it texts straight to my phone. And so I can I just texted them right back, yes or no. And
That's
so,
great.
you know what
That's
I mean?
great.
That's so helpful as far as accessibility, and not having to come back and come see me, and not having to wait. And my generation, certainly, we text more than call, And so if you can text and make it more efficient that way when you're busy, you have things going on, I'm all for it.
Well, that is awesome. All right, excellent. So what's the best way for people to get in touch with you and reach you?
Sure. So the best way would probably be to visit our website, which is laddertothestars.blog, and it's a blog, so it's got different things going on in it. I do want to plug that we do mom connection groups. We just started, so they're once a month. We just did our first one at Coastal County, had a pretty good turnout, about 10 people, and they're called mom swaps. So you go meet people and you bring something and you get to take something home. So we did a toy mom swap last time where moms bring different toddler toys, and then we all got to pick one and take a different one home for your kids. So they think it's a new toy, but you didn't pay for it. But basically, I really get those women who kind of like, if you are either stay home or work remote, or you just don't have a lot of time to go meet friends or make friends, like that was a really good way. And so I want to plug that. That's also on the website. We also have Instagram and Facebook pages at Ladder of the Stars.
All right, fantastic. So 2 last questions before we wrap this up. First one, Ladder of the Stars Wellness. Tell me the inspiration for the name.
Sure. So I'm a big song person. I love a playlist. And so that comes from the Bob Dylan song Forever Young. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. May you stay forever young. And that kind of gets down to the root of wellness and prevention, because when I have little kids, you kind of realize all of a sudden that you get one body, you get one life. You need to stay. I want to stick around for them as long as possible. And I feel like that's a lot of people who are in this position, young parents especially, young professionals who are busy. You kind of have that moment of realization, like, this is not going to last forever. I really should take care of myself, and it's time to prioritize myself now.
Love it. All right, fantastic. And to wrap this up, is there anything that you would like to tell directly to our audience and the viewers who are watching now live on Facebook and YouTube and wherever else this is showing?
Sure. I just want to say thank you for everyone who's been supportive, and we are here for you. I'm here for a relationship. I'm here for you, and I really wanted to build something in this community because I'm a native and I am passionate about seeing Pensacola thrive. And so if you feel alone, if you feel like maybe you need one more push to reach out, let this be that push for you. Let me be that person.
All right, fantastic. Well, again, this is Tristan. Be sure to visit the website. I'll go ahead and put it in the description and in the comments for you to be able to reference. I'd like to shout out again Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott for being our ribbon cutting sponsor for 2024. All right, everyone. Thank